I would like to thank Craig Jarrett for sending me this story. This is coming out of Ithaca, New York, via Cornell University, where you had this piece of shit sitting right in front of you by the name of John Greenwood, who was charged with assault and basically hurling racial slurs towards a black student, and pretty much like in a way jumped this guy along with probably some other people, but he's the one that they got. But they're also saying that if the charges do stick to this guy, that he's going to end up getting deported. So when I saw that it said deported, I'm looking at his picture. I'm like, where did he come from? And he is coming from that country that's above this one, known as Canada. Now, if y'all remember, I did a video about this black athlete who was pretty much jumped by these white cops in Canada about a month ago for jaywalking. To the people who think that Canadians cannot be racist, I say you guess again. Racism is not just in the States. It's definitely around the globe. It's just that some are better at hiding it than others. Now, I was reading the article and then I read some of the comments, and someone had left a comment and they said it's amazing how when it comes to situations like this, they always have the white person, looked at as one way, but then they'll make it seem like the non-white person, or the black person in this case, seem like like they are almost in a cowardice type of state, even though they're still technically the victim, and say, oh, I would have did this and did that to them. Granted, I would love for many of our people to fight back against our attackers, such as this one. But here's the thing. These attackers know, or these white people know, that if we attack back and don't have any kind of proof, even on video, that we're going to get sent to jail, or even worse, because they'll make it seem like we were attacking them. They are very good at manipulating a situation that they molded in their favor. Even on camera, when we're not doing anything, we still are found guilty before we are even found innocent. It's happened many, many times before in much worse situations. So it's almost like we are at a standstill. It's like, do we defend ourselves and risk the consequences that can come to us, or do we just deal with it and have nothing happen to them? Now, all that's going to happen with this guy is if he is found guilty, and that's a huge if. Of course, he's going to be kicked out of the school if he hasn't been kicked out already, and they're going to deport him back to Canada. And they say he basically cannot re-enter the establishment. But that's not, to me, that's not enough of a punishment for the crime that he committed. But then again, he has the complexion for protection, and he knows that. See, 45 may have emboldened them to act out in an open setting, but to be honest, they have been like this for years before 45 even threw his hat in the ring to want to become president. It was another article I read where, and probably a few of them like it, I've read so many, where white people talk about bragging about how they can attack black people and nothing's going to happen to them. It was an article that was sent to me where this white woman attacked this black man with a bottle. Yeah, we have another bottle attacker saying, I could kill you and get away with it. You know what's so crazy? As bold as she was to say that out loud, she is correct. She made an open statement threatening this man, and she attacked him, and I bet you nothing would happen to her. And because many people will come to her defense and say they didn't hear it, or she was drunk because it happened at a bar. They know exactly what they're doing. They know they have the law on their side. That's why they always out there yelling black and blue lives matter, because they know they have the establishment on their side through and through, and we don't. So I think another option that we're going to end up having is some of us are going to have to be willing to take that L, or take that charge. But not many are willing to do that, because many people probably have something they have to live for. But it is what it is. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.